shit.
We are good to go.
All right. Okay. Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Talking While Black podcast. First and foremost, I hope you guys enjoy your Juneteenth. You know,
Black responsibly.
Yes. Definitely, we hope you black responsibly on that day. You know, and y'all safe out here in these summer streets, things of that nature. But I'm here, your host, Jared Lane, and I'm here with my co-host, Joe Thomas.
I thought it was Pop. Whoa!
You see my IG, right?
Yes, that's what you just.
That's what you just did.
I thought that was Pop. Whoa!
Hey, the excitement in his face though was just like.
So in case y'all didn't know, can we explain it?
What
just happened?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
That was hilarious.
Shoot,
hey, this man got a whole.
He giving off he giving off the typical intro, and I'm about pouring me a little drink, and I'm not paying attention. I'm thinking it's Pop.
Bro, that bad boy is top.
I'm scared, but
He pouring that up like apple juice, man.
Right.
But I'm going to drink it.
On the Saturday breakfast.
You might need another water bottle.
Apple juice and cereal.
Yeah. But anyway. Shout out to who?
Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, cartoons and cereal.
That's a dope ass song. For real, for real. Y'all can find it on YouTube now. We got a dumpster dive on the internet to listen to it. But next up, we got Chuck.
Whimsical.
What?
Man. I'm not about to ask the story behind it.
For real though. Thanks to all the people listening. 2K.
Facts.
Just want to put that out. Facts.
Yeah.
Thanks with all y'all support.
Yeah. 2K unique downloads.
Pass it along. Everybody get on board.
For real.
Yeah.
And we have my Brody over here, John.
Sensational. I just feel like I had to keep the moment going.
Right, sensational. That's how you feeling right now? Sensational.
Yes. Because I just watched Joe just completely
Duff
destroy himself.
Sensational.
That was hilarious.
There'll be a slight pause as the sipping continues.
The sipping.
If Joe say something
Hey, don't be sick.
later,
So far, we love y'all for y'all support.
We
love y'all for y'all support, but don't be stealing our little stuff, man. I don't want to see the sipping on somebody's shirt when I go on IG in 2 days, bruh. I'm just saying, I don't want to see Black responsibly on people's stuff either, bruh. You know,
Matter of fact, we gotta get some shirts.
do some full love on this right.
If it's a
Give us our
dime bag
love.
being sold, I want 5 cents on it.
Right, I ain't trying to see no little baggie that say Black responsibly all the time for the sipping.
Sipping.
For real. But man, how was you guys' week, man?
It's over, and I'm glad. I'm officially on break.
I've been working on the railroad.
Oh,
That's how I feel. I feel like John Henry.
I was about to say, you feel like John Henry?
I'm talking about the real John Henry, not the
Terry
When they blew
Crews.
his heart out trying to goddamn.
Right.
John Henry.
Yeah.
He can whistle and he can hammer.
Let's just keep it a bean. The true story of John Henry. This man was a hard-working black man that worked for the white man, that worked that nigga till his heart exploded.
Yeah.
Bruh, no, they brought in the
Working on
machine.
railroads.
They brought in the machine. It was like the machine could do better than you. John Henry was like, I bet not. And they raced. And he beat the machine.
And blew his heart out. Just to prove that he's valuable. Because if he would have lost, they would have fired his ass.
Damn, it's just like America
You know.
today.
Yeah, man. But, I mean, my week's been cool, you know. Like, it's been alright.
Didn't that happen to Jimmy
Pretty
Evans
busy
too?
today. Who?
Didn't that happen to James Evans? He had a heart attack on Good Times. Worked all them damn hours.
Oh, the father?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, Good Times was, like, the generation before me. Like, it was in syndication, but I
What you
wasn't
trying to say,
sitting
man?
down
What are you trying to
watching
say,
it.
or
I
not?
mean, your
Yeah, I'm
grandmother
old as
watched
fuck,
it.
but
That's
yeah,
That's what you
that
trying
was
to say?
just like good little.
I
My
feel
grandmother did, too, but I don't
Whoa. Are we?
Damn.
The insult is just getting ridiculous.
No, I was just saying my grandmother did, too, but I don't know.
Damn, what
I
are
don't
you trying to
remember
say?
I don't remember them putting it on. I remember I watched PBS a lot around, like Wishbone.
He said my grandma. Damn.
Shout out to Wishbone.
Chuck
That
ain't
was a tough ass
pushing
show.
They got a walker dog?
I don't know.
There's a young man over here.
But look though. Was Good Times on syndication on cable?
It was on Nickelodeon for a hot second one.
Good Times was
Because
I knew about it.
Was real.
Oh yeah.
So that's why
we all struggle with that. I used to watch The Bounce.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. PBS was like
The Bounce. They literally played 2 songs, man. You're as cold as ice, and some other song. Some
the
chick
Bounce,
singing.
not The Box.
The Box. That's what it was called. Yeah,
yeah,
there was literally like 2 songs, bro.
Bro, the thing with The Box too, like when's the new video out, you just see that video because people would just call in for the video. So I remember when Missy Elliott, I Can't Stand the Rain came out.
Before MTV2, it was The Box, y'all.
And I just kept seeing that video. But man, enough. We got a lot of topics to get through and not enough time. So man, let's get going.
No.
So R. Kelly has been charged for 30 years in
son.
Brooklyn Federal Prison. He's been charged with racketeering and sex trafficking.
Yes.
Human trafficking. Whew. The thing about this though, he's still awaiting 2 more trials. Another federal case in Illinois for obstruction of justice, and then a state case in Minnesota. I'm not sure what that Minnesota case is, but it's probably for the same thing. Like,
how old is Robert Kelly?
55.
Hey Google.
So I'm gonna be honest
How old
with
is
you.
Robert Kelly.
Mine's went off too.
Here are the top search results.
Call
I'm gonna be honest with you. I understand you do the crime, you do the time, but y'all might as well just throw them other cases out, bro. He gonna be 85.
It's over with, bro.
It ain't much more you can really do to the man if he even make it that far, you know.
And let's just keep it real. He getting all of this because we dropped the ball the first time and making up for lost time.
Yeah,
we definitely did. He peed on a 14-year-old girl, but then he came out with "Step in the Name of Love." And
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I feel like if they would have took it serious the first time and actually convicted him, then maybe he would have straightened himself out, man. But now you got even more victims and even more craziness, and now it's just like, oh, well, you in jail, so you 85.
But until then, he will be a singing motherfucker in there. Give them prisoners something to do.
Be honest, man.
They gonna get all the pipe.
Be honest, it seemed like it's fun. Be honest, it seemed like it's funny, but it ain't. We really think about, damn, that's messed up for somebody's life to be like, damn. For 30 years, bro, he's about to be the...
Right.
Not to give him his flowers, but
he's talented.
I say this, not attempting to separate the man from the music because the music did have the shit in there.
Yeah,
but
to a lot of people.
He could have past tense, like he could have went down as arguably the greatest R&B artist of all time.
And now that's tainted.
It's
tainted as fuck.
Man, that shit gone.
That shit gone.
Kobe in the trash can.
Damn.
Like, and I get it. Well, I don't get it, and I don't want to understand it, but I understand why people still choose to listen to his music. Because, I mean, he did make some great music, but me personally, I can't support some shit like that. You want your man to protect you, and in moments like this, like, I won't support him because he did these to little girls. Like, we're
mentally abused, physically abused, verbally abused.
And the people that try to, well, the parents should be tried too. No shit, Sherlock.
Right.
But let's take care of the nigga that actually did this shit first.
Yeah. Right.
And let's go from there. Granted, they probably won't. Perspective, unfortunately, I'm not going to say unfortunately, but perspective, like, he's preying on specific type of women, specific type of families. Mm-hmm. Like, if I'm going to a family they ain't got it like that, or even if they like lower middle class,
no lie,
and you just throwing money my way, and all you want to do is from my end, from what I see, you just want to take my daughter out. Granted, they probably knew deep down in their spirits, but.
And this video circling around now too. Was like, yo, I can't believe we didn't see it. He's like over in Ethiopia performing. It was like, don't you want to come to America? Come with me to America. Girls talking like little girls and stuff like that. Come, like, bro.
But I mean, he's known to put, like, if we just keep it real, he has been known to put it in his music. That he's a different type.
And then a lot of inspiration came from like, bro. What they said, like, he was like 21 or 20 something in the studio, but he had 14-year-olds twerking on him, making music, and having come up with lines.
Like, that shit weird.
Weird as fuck. Like, instead of being like, cause you know the old dudes used to come back and go to colleges. He went to high schools.
To be honest, he needs help. But when you got your first saving grace back in the 2000s, you should have got your shit together right there. Let me go seek some therapy.
And that's what they say. We need to separate Robert Kelly, the young boy who was molested and all this other stuff, from
absolutely,
from the adult Robert Kelly with responsibilities and stuff.
You're 55. At that point, you should have figured it out.
Right.
Killing me.
Like, in your 30s, you acknowledge the shit and you actually do the shit. Well, actually, in your 20s and your teens and your 20s, you figure out who you are.
Yeah,
in your
facts.
30s, damn, I do need to figure out some shit to be a better man or woman.
Right.
And you actually seek whatever you need to be the best version of you. In your 50s, you should have it figured out.
Right.
And you double down on that shit.
Right. Because, like you said, when you're a dog, too, like, you notice, like, dating underage kids is wrong. Like, that shit is taboo as fuck. You know? Like, that shit, something should have clicked in your head, like,
but
what
you
I'm
want to
doing
know
wrong.
something? The history of the world has always accepted that shit.
Because it's
If
been
you think
there.
if you think about in the old Roman times,
I know.
they making wives and queens out
And
of
13s
13
and 14.
13 and
It's
14
still shit
year olds.
going on like that.
As soon as they
now.
bleed.
Right.
As soon as they bleed.
So
Right.
we're finally understanding, like, this shit is weird. This shit is taboo. Like, mentally speaking, a person's brain doesn't even develop till they're in their late 20s.
Right.
And you're manipulating a child who makes decisions purely 90% of the time off of emotions.
Right.
So if I'm throwing a bag your way and all I gotta do is open my legs and I'm already, damn, my mama is struggling, my parents are struggling, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that shit. And he manipulated the system and he deserved that shit. And if you listen to his music, I mean, it is what it is, that ain't me.
Man,
Don't talk about me like other people. They listen to Tory Lanez or something like that still. You still
Different
listen to
shit, like,
Robert
we gotta
Kelly.
start being situational with this shit. Like,
Yeah.
every situation ain't the same. It may have the same tone,
Yeah. It might be
Right.
some negative stuff going on,
but
but
with
it's
Tory Lanez ain't nothing proven.
right.
With
Yeah,
R.
right.
Kelly, that shit been proven twice.
Right.
Twice.
Twice. Multiple times, man. You was supposed to stop
Right.
that with Aaliyah.
Right.
Bro, that's low key 3. That's low. That Leah makes third.
That was the day one
that's
right
her
there. You
number
was
one. That was
supposed
the
to stop
first.
it right there.
Right,
Then you double down and made had a rubber
Bruh,
song
man.
called AJ Number though.
bro. Yeah, he definitely don't.
Bruh.
R. Kelly, man. I'm just saying, you had it coming.
hope.
What they say in the
Warm
Wolf of
up
Wall
those-
Street? The father said, "Wolf, the chickens got to come home to roost," or something like that.
Oh, always come back full circle.
Bro.
You dig.
Um,
Rest those vocal cords, my guy.
he gonna
And
be needed.
remember, there's nothing wrong with a little bump and
Oh,
grind.
Lord.
I went there too soon. So
in the jail cell. All right. So Omarion versus Mario. They had their verses, man. I want to
Best
say,
example
Mario versus
of the shittiest.
bro.
Hey, this was the Studio Singer Award show.
Bro, I'm gonna be real with you. It was a whole lot of niggatry on this verses, like.
But that's
for
what
real.
makes
Yeah.
versus.
But it was way more.
But
bruh.
a lot of it been respectful, other than, of course,
Stop it.
the Cleveland representatives fighting the Memphis representatives. The old heads.
That had to be some
Trying to
Cleveland
fight.
shit.
But let's not act
But that
like
was
the
still
locks,
rough. That was still
the locks and dipsats got real
They
spicy.
wasn't about the word.
Okay,
It was
wasn't
more
about
so.
word.
It was more so their
But it was
entourages.
messy.
no, but I'm
Yeah.
saying with this it was like.
Jeezy and Gucci.
Hold up. But with this though, we were saying like they started extra late and all this other stuff. Took a long time to come out, and then like the little pre-verses and stuff too.
The pre-verses actually
But
overshadowed.
the point I'm making is
Is always like,
Versus is starting to be known for the niggatry.
And it's a shame though. It really is.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. When it first started, man, that shit was excellent, bro. We got,
T-Pain.
you know what I'm saying? You would have a random Thursday or something where you just kicking it. remembering all the good times, all that shit, just chilling, and then it turns to some. When they start getting the live stages,
Yeah,
and
it
start getting crazy.
I think
bro.
Timberland and Swiss are gonna figure a way out eventually to tone this shit down and make it about what it needs to be about, which is the music.
The music and unity, though.
I feel like if Chris Brown and Usher have a versus, that may set the tone. Like,
oh yeah, we need to be professionals.
You know, like who was it? Brandy and Monica.
Yeah, that was cool. That was
cool.
professional.
But I feel like if them two had one, if them two had one, it'll really like, alright, it ain't even gotta be like it need to be.
Oh, they had one. Who? Earth, Wind and Fire, and the Isley Brothers had one too. Yeah,
I need a tank.
Meanwhile, this R&B pillow fight was straight.
But
I
anyway,
sing, but I can dance. Look at me.
But yeah, it was
You
like the
can't do
Studio
this.
Single Awards, bro.
I can do
Right.
George Jefferson as I can't sing.
So the pre-show versus, the only one that sounded good majority of the night was Sammy, and he only probably had like one hit.
Camouflage
but everybody was doing like backup from everybody else, even though Sammy only had probably like one or two hot hits.
Sammy actually has more songs than we would think.
Yeah,
and that surprised me.
Yeah,
and he does not like being called Lil Sammy. He's Big Sammy.
Big Sammy.
Did
I say Lil Sammy? Or did I just say Sammy?
No, I'm just saying. That's what he was saying.
Oh.
He's like, I'm Big Sammy. And I was just like, that was weird.
He said just like that, huh?
Yeah. I ain't Lil Sammy. I'm Big Sammy.
I'm Big Sammy.
And he got a beard. He got a Rick Ross beard, bro.
Ray J?
Wow.
Sounded
it's
horrible.
weird looking. Like,
and
he got locks.
Ray J sounded horrible. But shout out to Brandy.
My baby's born!
And then he got salty on it too and started arguing. He's like, y'all not doing backups or singing the chords, talking to Pressure P and Sammy and Bobby V.
I am mad that
they start singing One Wish.
Bruh,
like,
they literally
like,
they took his song, bruh. I was like, no, not in front of the man's face though.
And he had
they really just stole your song, bruh. Like they Lil Wayne'd you on TV.
And I know everybody's seen that clip of him dancing.
The George Jefferson.
The George Jefferson. But he's doing that to One Wish. You wouldn't think that's to One Wish, but he's doing that to One Wish. Like, he was trying to get the crowd hype and, like, into it, but he wasn't sounding like that. Had his child out there carrying it, and I don't know.
Well, he needs to think his
Did y'all hear his excuse, though? It was the Casa Fricos. Casamigos. He was on Casamigos.
George Clooney.
That's legit, though.
That's why.
Like, you drunk. That's what make verses.
You drunk.
That's what make verses. Like, niggas come out that bitch slop. Talking about let's go. Like, y'all really be tripping doing that. I just want to throw it out there. Like, we about to have this verses. I'm about to
literally
drunk.
They literally have it. To me, it's like they have a party.
Mario took that
a pre-party.
Serious.
Yeah, no, Mario took it serious.
Mario said, "Fuck that! I ain't about to come out here. Fuck that drinking, smoking shit. I'm about to come out here and show y'all his level."
Did you see how he initially got there when they just introduced each other and dapped each other up? So he's like, "Oh yeah, I brought your group with you, Mario." So he brought 3 random people.
Oh yeah, the B2K dudes, bro.
They supposed to be B2K because they're wearing all white.
Hilarious,
and it was up here. They did that Marion challenge.
That was hilarious, dude.
Damn.
I'm just mad that Mario performed in a full trench coat,
but
indoors in the summer.
Mary's trench coat though. I didn't know they made like.
No, yeah, they probably don't. They made it especially for him.
Like,
he got it.
He said, "Baby, you."
Respect the gadget.
He was doing runs and shit all over Omarion. Omarion was dancing.
Bruh, it got to the point.
He was like, you dancing ass little nigga.
Omarion, right.
Yeah, but singing that shit. Like, you dancing ass little nigga.
Right. Body by singing nigga. Damn.
But like, the way Omarion sounded was.
I'm just like, this nigga was eating watermelon.
Bruh, that was the nigga tree.
That was whack.
He came out there eating watermelon.
Yeah,
that's a
bar right there. Came out there eating watermelon. That's what you call nigga tree. Like when some nigga shit happening, out there eating that watermelon.
They get it.
Damn, black responsibly. That was a bar right there.
That's horrible,
bruh. But like, and then Mario kept checking him too. Like we always make fun of Omarion being unbothered, but Mario got underneath that nigga's skin. Like, where your bros at? And all this other stuff. Like, you wasn't the one really singing on that shit and saying all types of shit. And then, lo and behold, it comes out, too. Like, the aftermath
somebody
of
else,
shit,
yeah.
The aftermath of the shit, because I guess Omarion was explaining, like, yo, you know, I had sound check issues and thingamajig. And then he ended up calling B2K like his background dancers. Like, that's not, you know, I wasn't part of the group. They was my background dancers.
Wow.
Niggas being niggas, they got heated from that shit. Like, for real. I'm not gonna say no. Men being men gonna be heated from that shit. Like, you disrespecting me, calling me a background dancer. I was part of the whole group. Like, we toured together. We did all this other shit. So, like, Fizz and Jake Bullock definitely come out like, nigga, we couldn't get a record deal because of you at first. Because the record labels didn't like how you sing, you the lead singer, and how you sounded. So a lot of those songs initially, like our earlier songs,
it was somebody else, wasn't it?
It was Jay Bug and Steve Russell or Russell Steve,
yeah,
something his name like that. And then Mario said his name too. At the thing, nobody picked it up. Like, Steve was doing the vocals.
Touch it.
And the reason we broke up, for real, we can't even talk some shit about men. To men, you just be broke up because. Supposedly he liked someone, and supposedly somebody in the group fucked her. Supposedly it's a little
April, right?
No, before his baby mama.
Oh,
I think her name was like Carmen. This was like it was when they was younger, when they first
San
broke
Diego.
up. When they first broke up too, because he went.
That's where she was.
Because this was everything. They had the manager Chris Stokes.
House. Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, they had this manager Chris Stokes.
That shit was real Chris Stokes.
Who was like the
that's
who's the same manager immature Marcus Houston's or whatever.
Yeah, that's a whole.
But anyway, the
right
whole group was displaying like they didn't want him as a manager. They didn't feel like they was paying her right. You know, they was having a group movement like saying how they feel about the manager. Omarion went to the manager and told him everything, and then that's how he became a solo artist. All over the chick.
He can eat watermelon.
Yeah, man, like bro.
That watermelon.
So they came out saying that, but then Omarion came back saying like 7-2. Some date in July, all will be known. Who the fuck know what that means, bro? Just say no, that wasn't true. Like, I don't know.
Prophet. Oh, Mario.
Like you said, chickens came home to roost. Shit comes back in full circle. Right. Usher had his Tiny Desk concert. I must say, you know what Tiny Desk concert is? It's when like artists and stuff. It's in DC. They set up in like this library lookalike, and they have like they do their songs live. You know, and it's like a little intimate environment. Intimate center environment. It'd be like a nice little vibe. Usher did it, and I must say that dude put on a vocal workshop for real. He basically saying, "I ain't know these R&B little niggas." Like, honestly. Hey, are you doing the king? So, man, shout out to Usher, man. Like, this really made me realize, like, man, you and Chris Brown need to do a versus, man, for the culture.
Man, when he was sliding across the motherfucking stage in that video, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't the moonwalk, but it was pretty damn close.
Yeah.
He solidified, man.
He definitely solidified.
Wait, who never thought Usher wasn't solidified?
We know. Oh, yeah.
Like, since R. Kelly did this bullshit,
King of R&B?
Shit, if you want to keep it a bean, like Usher?
It's clearly Jacquees. What are y'all talking about? Trey Songz.
Right.
Bobby V.
Somebody
said that rapist. Damn.
Usher said he don't have the catalog like Jacquees.
No, they didn't.
Slight
you making this up.
Hold on. Let me find. What's that producer?
Shit, someone
Brian
said,
Michael Cox.
Someone said Justin Timberlake will have more hits than Usher.
By the end of this song. No.
Bruh.
Like, I don't know what it is.
I will forever feel some type of way because the dream should have never got taken off of Magna Carta Holy Grail.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, JT, but you got to take that one.
But man, shout out to Usher. Oh man, I meant to put this as a topic too, but
how does Usher sing about sex?
No.
Oh.
John always got to come back to that, man.
I'm just saying, dude. I mean,
a lot of songs,
Flaming Hot,
are covers from like our old favorite R&B artists. I think Whitney Houston got a couple, and Luther Vandross has a lot of covers. Like "This House Is Not a Home" is a cover of an old song.
Huh?
Bruh. "If Only for One Night" is a cover for an old song.
Now it
I already know you got me going in
now
circles.
It makes sense why the Elvis movie is like that. We stole all his shit.
All right, good to go.
So yeah, shout out to Usher on this Tiny Desk concert, man. For real. Hope to see you in that versus soon. If you plan to do that versus with Chris Brown, man.
Flamin' Hot Cheeto.
Giveon released his sophomore album. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's,
Shout out to
actually-
Giveon.
Shout out to him, man. I fuck with that track Scarred, man. For real. That's my shit, though.
This song won't be played in Russia. That's an insider. If you know, you know.
But
I think we should. I think we gotta go over there.
We gotta go Russia.
Yeah, we gotta get some stuff straightened up over there.
Right.
I think they trying to tell us something. I'm feeling inspired by Dominic Toretto.
Okay.
Like I'm supposed to
You
go
gotta do this for family.
from a normal regular guy to just a freaking super agent.
Or whatever. But
Shout out to Giovanni, Giveon, excuse me.
Giveon.
Giovanni, Giovanni Giveon.
yeah.
You have a very unique voice.
Yes.
You already know that.
But it translates so
It does.
well though.
This is why personally I feel like Big Sean translates well. This is why Drake translates well. Look, Giveon translates well. They have unique voices and it works for them, and they know how to make it work to the population.
That's true.
Honestly, never mind.
But yeah, he definitely has a unique voice, man. Like, and he's just a vibe, you know.
No, he is definitely.
So like, he's an upcoming R&B prince, you could say.
Right.
For real.
This is my question though about R&B. Chris Brown recently said R&B is dead.
I don't agree with that.
I do. I was about to say, do you guys agree with that, or is he overlooking? Because he as an artist, he seems humble
But he's
to a certain extent. But is
What
he?
it is
Is it that? What does he mean by R&B? I think he means by R&B like what we grew up on type of R&B. He from what I was gathering from the interview,
Yeah,
he
that
was
is
saying
hard.
like R&B isn't R&B. R&B is mixed with so many different things right now that is not really.
This is my
What you
this is
consider-
my interpretation.
It's
of it.
more like
It's almost pop.
When he
crack.
says-
No,
when he
more
says-
like hip hop type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when he says R&B is gone, my interpretation of it, well, my opinion is, I don't think it's gone. It's just different now.
It's different.
But what I will
He
say
did
is-
mention that. He said you can't. It's almost like R&B singers can't come in singing about how it used to be. They have to be like almost emo.
Yeah.
I think I don't think he was taking a shot at like Black, but I always look at Black as like the new
R&B.
R&B. Like when he came out, R&B slowly went into that kind
think about it.
of
When
mode
R&B
to me.
when R&B,
And I understand that. Like,
I feel like there's two different areas of it, but I feel like R&B always been kind of emo though. I don't know.
but
I
R&B
said-
was more bouncy, more like
it could be
you
more
know.
bouncy. It could be like
It was
you have
more
to-
like love type music. You know what I mean?
was-
Like
no,
it
What it
wasn't.
is, what it is.
I said it's depends
with old school R&B,
because you can't tell me
It
Mary
was
J.
more-
Blige wasn't emo.
it was
or
more.
Keisha
It was.
Cole.
You know, I feel you on that.
Mary J.
With
Blige?
Yeah,
Was
because
it-
she
was
talked
it
about she
a
was
heartbreak?
Yeah, she was always heartbreak.
She was always talking about like her best.
No more
album-
crying. That's not
That's
really
eventually, That's eventually though.
Family Affair.
That's eventually though.
bruh.
The album that switched her up was motherfucking.
You
But-
gonna talk?
but what
You
I
talking about
think-
No More Crying, the album or the song?
I'm talking about the song.
That was eventually. This happened later in the career though.
Oh yeah.
Share My World was the album that changed.
But what I think
Yeah.
with R&B back in the day, it was more so about showcasing your vocals.
That's true.
Like you if you could sing, you're getting put in the limelight. With the new R&B, it's about giving off
A
real
feel.
life emotions in a relatable way.
Really, it's more like relatable.
Like I'm
thing.
telling you my feelings I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm not. Well, let me not say sugarcoat because that feels like I'm disrespecting the past.
Mhm.
I'm not making it.
But sometimes the past was real bad. They was talking about, oh, they hit that, but like, no.
But for the most part, the mainstream,
yeah,
they were subtle with it. But now the R&B is like, no, you're gonna get the pure and genuine me, like SZA.
right.
But you can't tell me that's not good music.
Yeah, like I can
It's
understand.
just different.
I'm gonna say like some people like they're not doing runs or something like that. You know, they
But
call
it's a
them
different feel.
It's
though.
a different feel.
They musicians nowadays. I'm not gonna say they have a better connection with the music, But because the music is so different now, like if you got a hi-hat and an 808 bass, that shit gonna slap.
And I'm saying
some chords to it.
too, like
SZA knows how to like.
Right.
No, I'm a better example. I've said it in previous podcasts. Black and his relationship with the music, like he knows how to coast the beat and then say what he needs to say when the chorus hit with that one snare.
Yeah.
You don't have too much percussion in his music sometimes.
right.
And the way he moves with the music is
Right.
just different, and you have to appreciate
It's
with the new school R&B.
It's more atmospheric, I should say.
Yeah.
Like, it's more atmospheric sounding. And the thing about it too, people be talking about like how they miss the R&B singers who you could tell they grew up in like a church choir and stuff, because like they be talking about some of these new school R&B singers like the whisper singers or whatever. It's like everybody don't need to be loud to show that they're good. Like Janae Aiko, she can really sing. She just, I mean, you don't have to be as boisterous or whatever. You can still just be singing. Like, it's just them.
It's with singing. It's so different from rap. No, I can't even say it's different from rap because music is just whatever works for you works for you.
Yeah.
So and so you're absolutely right with that, man.
Like, I definitely wouldn't say he's dead. But man, shout out to Giveon, man, for his album. Beautiful work of art. Chris Brown also released his album, Breezy. So we speaking on Chris Brown. I'm gonna say it's pretty good. It's a cool album. Like I fuck with it. I feel like he still could have cut some tracks, but I ain't mad at it for real. Honestly.
I have a question for y'all. This song right here, is this a sample of Linkin Park?
Sound like it. This the end.
Try so hard.
Am I tripping or is it?
It could be.
It could be.
Is it the same
Let's
chords
look up.
maybe?
This is Until the Wood Falls Off?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's more than good. I can really appreciate it because he's still going.
Yeah.
Like through it all. Through all the nonsense that he just recently went through the shit that I'm not even gonna try to
Always
break it.
been
It's
through.
pretty good.
Okay. I ain't mean to misquote you, but all the shit that he just recently went through, and I'm not gonna name any of the shit because he's trying to move away from all this shit. The shit that he used to go through back in the day, that kind of veered his career. I'm not gonna say halted, but veered his career. I can appreciate that he's still going, and he figured out a way to make this shit work for him, the best version of him. Like he came in real little kiddish.
Yeah.
But he had to get grown real fast in this industry, and he had to figure it out, and he figured that shit out for him. So just respect to you, Chris Brown. I gotta really thinking about this album and when it was coming out. I just started thinking about like, damn, he made this shit work for him. He overcame adversity.
When we
and
think about it, man, we literally grew up with this dude.
He definitely did.
He's been in the game for,
Since
like you
2005.
said, longevity. That's ridiculous. 17 years, bro.
He is
That's crazy.
A clear example of a millennial. Like you do some shit. You out here living, and that shit's for view of everybody.
Yeah.
And you fuck up and you just build that shit back up. The old school ain't have to deal with this shit. The new school, they're moving so they don't have to deal with this shit. That's one thing I can appreciate with the millennials, like us millennials. We were the trial and error babies when technology and old school met. Like we was the ones that had to figure it out and all this shit.
I appreciate the album. I appreciate him staying in the pocket that he almost damn near made for himself, for real.
Yeah, that's true.
And to be honest, man, a lot of the R&B, we was just talking about it. It's funny because he would say that because a lot of the way R&B music is, he inspired it though.
Facts.
Be honest with you, R&B, he kind of made that. He made the change. Be honest, and start getting more hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, oriented, and now everybody sound like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Basically, to me, not everybody, but you know, that's the main type of R&B you hear though.
Yeah, like people like what's his name, Blue
Code though.
Blue Code. You can tell he probably really inspired by Chris Brown and stuff like that. You know. So,
but like Joe said though, it's just he's a perfect example of a millennial. It's just like y'all was saying earlier about it's just how certain people express themselves though. And I feel like
he got best of both.
Yeah, he got the talent. He can dance,
And
all that, bro. It's like,
he knows how to move with the music. Like that first track right there, like "Till the Wheels Fall Off." The vocal range, he displays in this album on the opposite end, like.
And what
when people display their vocal range, they're mostly trying to go up in the falsetto, in the soprano range, and he just dropped down and really opened up.
And who thought it was?
I thought it was Giveon.
He thought it was Giveon when he went that low. He was like, no, I think
wait, that's not.
That's
I thought he was on that.
What I've heard,
not. It's Capella Gray and Lil Durk.
If my musical ear means anything, when he first dropped down to that lower register, it sounds like him, but the vocals still continue to go,
like
and he goes back into his.
Regular
I don't want to say regular, but his typical range. And I was like, damn, Chris Brown did that.
And what I'm gonna be honest about,
and it moved with the music,
right? What I'm gonna be honest about, and he's done it, but I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the route he took his music, and I feel like he was almost forced because of circumstances to go that way.
Yeah, to make it more mainstream.
Well, if that's what we call it forced, then
no, I mean,
those circumstances.
Yeah, he did create them, but I'm saying he had to adapt. Yeah, right.
So.
But I feel
because let's continue to throw it out there because. All the details weren't there.
Yeah.
Once the details was there, you kind of got a different perspective and a better understanding of whatever happened.
Yeah, but I feel like people don't know his vocal range like that, though.
Yeah.
I feel like he does, and I feel like it's not brought up enough. His actual singing ability is not brought up enough because, and it's amazing. Like, because, I mean... When you think of Chris Brown, you know he can sing, but you don't. That's not the first thing that pops in your head. Is like amazing vocalist, but then if you really listen, dude can sing his ass off though.
Somebody else like that too. Michael Jackson probably.
Michael Jackson was a musician in a different way.
But no,
he was very vocally talented.
He was very
it was
vocally
in a more
talented.
Subtle way.
But you forget, I would forget he was sing though. He was actually a good singer till I heard him doing those tracks line by line for like Thriller and all that other stuff.
The adult Michael Jackson, his vocal skill set was
still there.
It was there, but it was subtle. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it wasn't there, but it was subtle, and he showcased it in a different way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just add this layer on top of this layer on top of this layer, and then ad lib this part on top of this layered ad lib. Like it was still there, but it was just in a different form. But when he was younger, my man was yelling on the tracks.
Blowing. Yo, Kid Records.
I said I've been too way too long.
No, bruh. I treated
you. You feel me? Like
he was.
That was another young black person just created on trauma.
Yeah.
And we off topic, but just real quick, like this is why I said we gotta stop with the black man versus the black woman. Because first off, we have to understand there's a level of hypocrisy that just sits there. Like no one knows what women don't know. Black women don't know what it feels like to be a black man, but a black man don't know what it feels like to be a black woman. To be kidnapped and goddamn raped and gotta hit up but that'll be later. But on the same time,
like you can't go for a night jog all the time if you're a woman.
Right. But on the flip side, as a black man, I can't get mad in public.
I can't get mad in public
because I might die if I get mad in public.
I could do my hardest shit every day and still get cursed out.
But the point I'm getting at is there's a level of hypocrisy there, and we have to understand that it was created systematically.
Yeah.
Like to literally bridge us apart. We need to just go ahead and just break that wall down.
Yeah.
But we went off on a tangent. It was
man, shout out to Chris Brown, man.
For
real. You still in this game.
The Prince next up in line.
After what? 17 years, bro?
Man, that's crazy to think about.
17 years. You're successful. You was a successful child artist, teenage artist who transferred to a successful, even more successful adult artist. So.
Boy, I remember you was doing Laffy Taffy.
He was in a presidential video. Him and T-Pain.
That's crazy.
That was funny. When you pointed that out, I went back and looked. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's
Teddy
next,
Payne.
Fred?
Man, NBA free agency is here. I ain't gonna lie.
Bonkers.
This is like reality TV
Ridiculousness.
for men.
I should have practiced harder.
I'm not gonna lie. This is like reality TV for men.
Yeah, it
NBA
is.
free agency,
It
just
is.
to find out all the surprising shit and stuff going on. So we got Durant wants all to Brooklyn. Crazy.
That-
Once Kyrie opted in,
That is hilarious, but that was planned. With KD and Kyrie. So long story short, KD already signed an extension. Like, I'm here for the long haul.
Mhm.
It was Kyrie's turn up next. Because of his past endeavors, the organization was like, we need a little bit more, what's the word I want to say? We need to see that you're committed to playing full time. And Kyrie didn't like that from what the media says. Kyrie didn't like that. And he was playing hardball. I will take a $30 million cut to go play with LeBron for $6 million.
Really
And eventually
don't take
decided to opt into his big contract. People thought, well, okay, he understood he had no leverage. Kevin Durant said, you know what, because you couldn't give my man a multi-year contract, I want out too. I want to go to either the Suns or the Heat. So now it's like it really paints the picture. Kyrie opted in, so it made it easier for you to trade him.
right?
So the Brooklyn Nets are going to be fine at the end of the day.
They
When
might.
everything, no, they will be. When everything hits the fan and everything is said and done, they will be fine. You're going to get a haul for Kyrie Irving. You're going to get a haul for goddamn Kevin Durant. And if you choose so, you can get a decent haul for Ben Simmons. You can low-key put a whole team together of 3 people. They can be back to how they used to be before KD and Kyrie showed up. When it was D'Angelo Russell, Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, and a few others.
Karis LeVert was at the Brooklyn Nets?
Yes, and they were balling.
Oh,
Like, when I say balling, like 7th, 8th seed, and then they got up
right.
in the mid-range, and then that's when they said that we're going to figure out Kevin Durant. That's when the signing
Slytherin.
D'Angelo Russell for Kevin Durant, which initially said.
Because, like, they
Russell
still got, what,
Minnesota.
Patty Mills, Seth Curry. Who else?
They just re-signed Claxton, they
Yo,
big
Claxton,
dude,
yeah, big dude.
for a solid deal.
Mhm.
Shout out to another black man getting some money. But KD want to be gone, Kyrie want to be gone. Let's just say the chips fall how they fall, like how everyone expects them to fall. KD's going to get traded to the Suns for DeAndre Ayton, one of the Johnsons, I think Cam Johnson, and a lot of first-round picks. Kyrie's going to get traded for the Lakers, most likely for Russell Westbrook and that one draft pick everybody keeps talking about. Realistically speaking, if I'm Brooklyn, I may not want I might not want Russell Westbrook, Ben Simmons, and DeAndre Ayton as my cornerstones. Just based off shooting. And I ain't even trying to show shade. But just based on
Percentage,
shooting.
12%.
Welcome
know,
to Brick City,
but-
Brick City Productions.
That doesn't have to necessarily be the trade that you,
Trapaholics.
that doesn't necessarily have to be the move
All
that you
orange
make.
bricks.
We don't know if Kyrie has to okay the trade.
All right, so what if KD and Kyrie both go to the Lakers?
That's cheating. That's cheating on a whole nother level. Like, we thought D-Wade, LeBron, and Bosh linking up was cheating until Steph Curry, Clay, and Durant linked together. Damn, that's really cheating.
You're not gonna put Draymond in there?
No.
It's like-
You have arguably the greatest player ever with arguably the greatest handle ever with arguably the greatest scorer ever.
Yeah.
Now that's crazy.
Like, for real. When we say LeBron gonna have 15 points, 45 assists,
You know, And I'm just, if it works, good for you, LeBron, because I'm officially rooting for you. I'm rooting for you because it seems like every time a player gets old, the media just starts hating on him. For me, it started with Kobe. Like, I used to dislike Kobe, because he was just a winning ass nigga and he just dropped 80.
He don't want to shoot it.
Or 50. And then all of a sudden the media just started hating on him. Well, you lost, but you scored 50. And you had a bad percentage. How do you feel about it? He was just like,
I'm not out there.
He was like, well, you gonna praise me if I scored well. You gonna knock me if I scored bad. I can't be worried about y'all. In a nutshell. And I just grew a newfound respect for him because he just kept it real. Like, I can't worry about y'all because y'all gonna praise me when we high and you gonna shun me when we down.
Mm-hmm.
And they doing the same with LeBron now. Like, can you do it again?
The Wash King.
You know? And it just blows me sometimes.
He's the reason Lakers is now. He's
blew
about
up the
team.
And it's crazy because it's coming from me. Just how this podcast was created, Jordan versus LeBron debate.
So you're saying though you're not a LeBron sexual?
No.
Okay.
But this man is gonna go down not arguably. This man is gonna go down number 1 in scoring and top 10 in scoring all time, top 10 in assists all time, and probably top rebounds all time.
He might be Kareem.
No, LeBron's gonna make sure he gets that number 1 scoring.
Yeah, I said he gonna probably.
Oh, he's gonna pass Kareem.
That's crazy. Kareem held the top all this time, and he didn't even score threes.
Right.
Scott.
But moving on with the NBA nonsense, Rudy Gobert, he get traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves for a haul. A lot of draft picks.
He's not even worth that haul.
Yeah, he is. Defensively, yeah, he is. I can't even knock him on that end. Like, on the defensive end, he is. Like, he's in the conversation for defensive player, like top 3 every year. I know defense isn't as glamorous as offense, but he do that thing on the defensive end.
I say this past NBA season is the most I've seen a lot of teams play defense.
Oh, absolutely.
In years. I would say, defense was definitely a priority this year.
But Timberwolves get Rudy Gobert. I want to see how that's going to work. I wonder if 2K22 is going to update this.
Yeah.
Probably not. But I would love to see Rudy Gobert on the Timberwolves on 2K. Because that's low-key a squad now. You got Ant, Baby D-Wade, Cat, a fire-ass big, and then you got Gobert.
Yeah. And what's crazy about this with the haul, when Cat just got his contract extension, how much he get paid? $214 million.
Mm-hmm.
So Patrick Beverly retweeted as yeah, bro, let's grind it out. We got it this year. Life come at you fast.
Yeah,
I'll just say that. Then he get traded. That shit crazy how just players get traded and they don't even know. Or whatever. They said the media finds out before, everybody else found out before me. I'm chilling. I'm just away from social media for a day.
Right. You gone. Tell the media that. Go on for a second. Talk about
You're traded. What? Huh?
But I will say this. It wasn't on the topics, but I got to give a special shout out to Devin Booker. He is the new face of NBA 2K23.
Oh, he's on the cover?
He's going to be on the cover. I don't even care who on the legendary cover. I'm getting that Devin Booker cover because Chris Paul plays with the Suns. And if Kevin Durant goes with the Suns, I'm going to continue to be a Suns fan.
But what's his name? Brunson. What's his first name? Nick?
Jalen
Brunson. Man, he went to the Knicks for $104 million. So that's about $27 million for 4 years. 27, 25.
So with Jalen Brunson, for me, he showed he can do some things in the playoffs.
He definitely did.
He has an upside, but he also has a mid side too. Meaning,
sometimes them shots just don't go.
Right. He could be hot. He could see. I ain't even trying to blow down, but ceiling for me, I see him being like a 22, between a 20 and a 22 point scorer game. Best case scenario, between 5 and maybe 8 assists.
Marginal.
I think he'd probably be a great ass 6-man.
But the worst case, I can see him averaging 15 and 5. You paying $104 million for 15 and 5.
You need at least score 20 or more.
And I understand why the Mavericks didn't choose to do that, because there's that opportunity that he could just drop 15-5, and I don't think I need to do that.
Yeah.
So, but the Mavericks are in a predicament now because you done took a step back.
It's the Lucas show.
Like Jalen Bronson was, he could have been a almost number 2 option, but you let him go. And granted, so I got 104 mil. Go to get your money, bro. I ain't even mad at you. Go get your
Mark
money.
Cuban could play that luxury tax, but
there
he
was
doing
some
other things.
there was some underlying shit in there.
Yeah.
The Knicks did hire his dad for something, and they did hire his manager or agent for something.
Oh, so his dad getting the bag too.
You feel me? So of course he was gonna sign with the Knicks.
Basically,
But the Knicks, I think this puts them in better contention for the play-in between the 7th and 10th seed.
Yeah, and then now the Bucks, they got somebody. No, who got?
John Wall got he got bought out. Well, they
Not
came
the
to an
Bucks.
understanding.
Who got Mr. President now?
The Celtics. Malcolm Brogdon went to the Celtics through a trade. John Wall going to the Clippers. Zach LaVine agrees to a $2
John Wall goes to the Clippers.
John Wall agreed. They came to an understanding. It was, I believe, it was a buyout or a waive, and he decided to go to the Clippers.
And Bradley Beal's in purgatory.
Yes, he signed that bag. Like I think $250. Stay in Washington. I mean, I get it though. But if he would have went somewhere like New York or LA, he could have made that back in endorsements.
Bruh. Yeah, I was trying to say Cleveland. They was the one who thought that back.
I would have been throwing that money at Beverly. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Allen, you might have to get traded, sign and trade. I ain't gonna lie, Sexton, you might have to hit this sign and trade. But if I can get Mobley, Beal, and Garland, and I brought this up in pre-pro, like, one thing I can say, and I appreciate ESPN acknowledging this shit, Cleveland has some die-hard fans. However, I don't think Joe Nathan is a die-hard fan. I think I'm a fan of Cleveland. That's my city.
You a fan of winning?
No. It's my city, so I'm going to always root for it. But die-hard, without keeping logic in there, that just ain't me. Like, I got this one friend, he been on the podcast. My nigga be just making up outlandish trades and it don't even be making sense. But that's just the Cleveland way, though. That's the Cleveland way.
About to say the Brooklyn Nets, the hot dog vendor,
and we can get goddamn Giannis and LeBron.
Right, the golden panda, man. You see how she flipped them bows? The dance squad, man, we about to get
But
lit.
If I'm Cleveland, I'm pushing for Kevin Durant. I'm pushing for Zach LaVine. I'm pushing for Bradley Beal. All these top names.
Hey, we got Ricky Rubio. I'm just saying, we was 24-14 with him.
We got Robin Lopez.
And 24-24 without him.
Now, granted, we're demonstrating that we can develop players. But if
I like you turn it to very
if
serious.
I can get Bradley Beal for Jared Allen or Evan Mobley and some bench people, I'm going for it. If I can get Kevin Durant for Evan Mobley and some bench players, I'm going for it. Why? Because that's almost a guarantee.
I would not give rid of. The KD, man, I wouldn't get rid of Evan Mobley.
Think about this, and we was talking about this in pre-pro. You got a nice young core. If I have an opportunity to kick Kevin Durant, he has about maybe 4 or 5 years in the tank. In 4 to 5 years, I'm expecting at least one, maybe 2 championships. With that young core, maybe one. And that's a hard maybe. Because you got big name players like Tatum ain't going nowhere, Giannis ain't going nowhere, Trae Young gonna come up.
Oh, who they just got
Javante Murray?
Where John Collins went? John Collins went to Portland, didn't it? I think that's the dude.
John Collins?
He didn't get traded.
Where did John Collins go? He not in Atlanta.
Hold on, I'm about to pull it up.
And Gary Payton. Where Gary Payton?
Gary Payton went.
Damn, he left already?
Yeah, Gary Payton went somewhere, I think.
Where John Collins went?
No, he didn't go anywhere yet.
Oh.
Wizards reportedly most engaged team pursuing John Collins, and that was a day ago.
Oh, okay. I thought John Collins was someone.
No, that
somebody's
was,
not
that
the
was
Hawks
news.
anymore.
No, Gallinari.
Yeah, Gallinari.
He's gonna sign with the Celtics, but he got traded somewhere. But he's gonna go to the Celtics reportedly.
I swear I thought somebody went to Portland though, man.
It was a no-name that went to Portland, and they signed.
No one.
Who?
Somebody went to
Jeremy Grant.
Stop it.
Jeremy Grant went to New Orleans.
Stop it.
I mean, to
He's-
Portland.
Yeah.
He's the Evan Turner.
Hell no. He
Yes.
way better than Evan Turner.
You remember when
Jeremy
Evan Turner,
Grant?
You remember when Evan Turner was in Philly after they traded Iguodala, goddamn,
Iguodala.
Drew Holiday, and Lou Williams. And
Yeah.
Evan Turner had to stay there and be the man, and he gave you them empty 20-point stats, and he got traded and wound up doing 5, 5, and 5.
But Jeremy Grant got Dave Lillard though.
If I'm
I
Dame
like that
Lillard,
move.
is that enough though? You let go of my nigga and when it's all said and done, I got Josh Hart and Jeremy Grant. Is that enough?
Well, we
Josh
said
Hart
that-
is really good at video games.
Is
So is Ben Simmons too, supposedly. So
but this NBA season, this NBA off season,
Reality
wow.
We got Robin Lopez.
we got Robin.
We got Raul Neto.
Oh, I looked at him
Cavs
like,
Championship
Raul.
2023.
But look,
Hey,
We got
wait,
Sexton back,
no,
though.
no. We also have the cultural icon,
we got
Anderson Varejao.
the only champion still left in Cleveland,
and
Mr. Kevin.
Dang, I said Andy
Look.
Varejao.
I was about to
And
say
he got his
Seti.
sidekick
They talking
back.
about trading Seti somewhere.
Good.
Thank God.
He's mid.
Bruh, he's too
Marginal.
inconsistent. He's supposed to be the Turkish LeBron.
No, stop it.
No, they hyped him up to be
Stop
that.
it.
They definitely
did.
They definitely
His first
hyped him.
year, and then after that, it was a bust.
Yeah.
The McMiddleton.
He be making too many mistakes, but they
Middleton.
talking about supposedly he's in trade talks. We'll see.
All
But you
everybody
But I'm
besides.
not that hard for Cat
me-
to say like, no, we got to keep Seti.
No, we don't.
No.
The only people that we need to try to keep is Garland, Mobley, and Allen. And
Everybody
but if I
else
can get
has
Kevin
sense.
Durant, any of them three players can be up for the trade.
Not
If I-
Garland.
Yeah,
Not
you're
Garland.
right. You're right.
Not Garland.
But-
The reason he had back problems because he had
Everybody else, it's up in there if I can get Kevin Durant or Bradley Beal. But that shit dead with Bradley. But what's next up?
Indians win. 2 wins in a row with walk-offs.
Who's those?
Oh, sorry. I am so sorry. Guardians. Wins with 2 wins with a walk-off win. So, hey. Has that happened before?
For us, probably rarely.
Rarely.
But in the grand scheme of things, probably. But it's lit though. I literally thought they was gonna be super trash this year.
That's what I've been
And-
hearing now, like how the cast was fun to watch this past. They said the Indians are fun to watch. So.
They're just middle trash. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't really say
Middleton.
that. I can't really say that though because the standings right now,
We number 1 or 2?
we are very
American
close
League
in our division.
1 or 2.
So standings, I'll check it out right now. We are second in our division.
Yeah.
And the other weird thing about us too is teams have on average have played 6 more games than us because our weather has been crazy.
With the rain delay.
Just like tonight they got postponed. They got to do a doubleheader tomorrow versus the Yankees. But we are the 6th seed in the entire American League, which
Man,
is that's not bad
Yeah.
whatsoever for what we thought, they were going to be. But they got a couple of exciting young players, man. That's one thing I can't say. They know how to develop their players,
But then we let them
but
go.
then we let them go though.
'Cause
So
they're too
it's
cheap.
like, to me, still feel like 16 was our year, man. We should have won.
We definitely should have won 16.
But no, it's exciting though. But I can't watch it. Bally Sports. I would have loved to seen it walk off since I can't go to sleep because I'm getting old now, and I
Bruh.
can't go to sleep on the
I'm
times
glad-
I go to bed at 9:30 and I'm up at 12 o'clock.
I'm glad Adam Silver
Sounds
been
like
talking
me.
about it.
That'd be
I'm glad Adam Silver been talking about it, the NBA commissioner.
about what?
I mean about Bally's,
Sleep deprivation?
No, taking that stuff off of like Hulu. And
Oh yeah, it's
YouTube
ridiculous,
TV,
dude. Come on,
Things of that nature.
this is
Like,
just
come
this
on,
2
you
full
said it was.
seasons now. This is
But,
ridiculous.
Did you hear what the cast rating this year? And we was like number 3 on Bally's.
In the league,
And yeah, and
Dang.
out of everybody, we was ratings were up so up. It was for the Cavs this year on balance. We were like number 3.
Power positivity.
Why we not in the bigger market, man?
It depends on what Valley got though.
Let's just ask the
No, I'm just
gamblers.
saying.
Yeah, but what Valley
We
got?
should be back. Big
Talking
market.
about we was number what?
3.
Yeah, what Valley was showing?
Valley showing all the all the teams. They saying like out of everybody. So you got like what Southeast or whatever.
Yeah.
Valley Southeast. That's with the Memphis and things of that nature. Like Valley Georgia.
Valley, yeah.
That's what
yeah,
you
it's
see
everywhere.
like most of the games with the Braves and the Hawks and stuff like that. It's Valley's for like it's regional.
Yeah.
So out of all the regionals, Valley's
It's number
Cleveland
3.
number 3 in ratings. The Cavs, what the Cavs games were. So yeah, they said it was up like 200%.
Jeez.
Yeah, this past season. So Deshaun Watson's disciplinary here. That shit is ongoing more than Watergate at this moment. Like, for real, Deshaun Gate.
Deep throat. Oh,
Bro, why was that dude's name, the whistleblower name was that? His name was really Deep Throat. It was the 70s. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, the Deshaun Watson hearing is still ongoing.
Deep throat.
Hopefully we'll hear, something by Wednesday or Tuesday.
Man, hopefully, seriously, man, because I'm tired of hearing it. Be
Like,
honest
for
with
real.
you, like,
Nobody knows what's going on. Yeah, no matter what rumors you hear, nobody actually knows. Everybody's speculating, so we'll see.
Right.
But the thing is, does this disciplinary hearing needs to be like? I mean, this dude was already charged twice. It was like a mistrial or something like that, or it was dismissed because there's not enough evidence to prove it. Twice, and then what? He had like 24 civil lawsuits. He's able to settle 20 out of 24 of them. It just looks like people just want money at this point, So
yes. But hopefully, like you said, we hear something soon.
Right.
hopefully it's nothing negative. Or too negative. Hopefully he just pay a little something, and that's it. But I'm just being probably too optimistic at this point. I don't know. We'll see. I hope they just realize it's just complete bullshit.
Yeah.
So, but apparently, supposedly, they got some old Supreme Court, like as like the one who makes the judgment, Supreme Court justice, who makes
Sue Robinson
to make the judgment call, like, or say his penalty, whatever. If she thinks it wrong, if either party don't like the outcome or the penalty, they can appeal it, and then the NFL commissioner Roger Goodell gets to make the call.
It's crazy.
So it's like, what's even the point of her? So we'll see. It's been taking a long time, so it must have been a lot of discussions and stuff and back and forth. So yeah, man, we'll see though. We'll see, man. It's just been going on too long.
Don't worry, they changed their mind after a couple dubs. Don't worry. Forget all about it.
Miles Bridges has been arrested and charged with a felony. We're not sure of the charge, but he has been arrested for abusing violent attacks against his wife. I guess his wife appears to have bruise marks on her nose and wrist and things of that nature. Supposedly she was also like choked to sleep or something like that, and then also had a severe because she was put to sleep in the chokehold. Miles Bridges, man, whatever's going on, man, I hope you heal, but you definitely need some time for
Chill
this.
out.
You definitely need to chill
cool,
out.
bro.
This shit not cool as much as you did to her, and his wife also posted the pictures. So, man, this shit not cool at all. Like, what was the reason? And then you appearing on Instagram, taking a picture with a cup full of lean, like, bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
You trying not to get suspended? Like, what's going on? In case you don't know, Miles Bridges, he plays for Charlotte.
Yep.
At the moment, he's a 24-year-old. So
Go get some therapy and figure this shit out at the head before this shit get bigger than what it need to be.
and what's really sad too, the kids even witness it.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's what the wife said. So yeah, man. What you said, Joe? But go and get what?
Go and get some help.
He definitely needs some help, man. Like, this is really sad. What demons do you have in your life to make you just go this crazy and attack your other half like
In
that?
front of your kid.
Right. Yeah, what it says, she received injuries to her nose, wrist, ear, and neck from being choked until she went to sleep and severe concussion.
Damn.
Like, bro, what? Honestly, like, that shit not cool at all, bro. Like, what makes you just so angry to do that to your wife?
A woman that you clearly are stronger than.
The mother to your
Right.
kids.
Like,
You can't just talk it out.
right.
Like, what's going through you, man? Put the lean down. Put all that other stuff
They got
down.
you acting like this. Hell no.
Bro, like,
Right.
Go heal, boss.
definitely, bro.
Well, look, to give him a little bit of credit, he did turn himself in.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something else like Rajon Rondo too, pointing a gun at his baby. moms, man. Like, what's going on?
Well,
This is why.
not make light of the situation, but he don't got a great shooting percentage.
You definitely just
Wow.
made it right. So you,
Nice. I like that. Shoot percentage. Shoot
Yeah.
percentage.
Wow.
On or off court.
Pull up.
Right.
I thought you was gonna say like his reasoning for doing it or something like that. Like he had to get it.
I like that one.
His
No,
percentage.
Jamie.
So,
A little too much of it.
bro, we're supposed to be doing this live, bro.
It's live.
Heard.
What my dude say? F it. We'll do it live. So what we're doing.
One take, Jake.
Man,
One take, Jake.
Bob Bridges, man, heal. Do
Right.
something, bro. I'm glad you took it.
Seek help.
Seek help.
Seriously.
So Brittany Griner could end up possibly getting 10 years.
Bruh.
I just feel like Russia just really been on some petty shit. You know, like for cannabis oil. Yeah, she had a bag full of it, but for her to doing that, like she had to be comfortable because she was
Right.
playing your country. She has to be comfortable doing that, and y'all was letting her doing that anyway. Till the shit blew up, and y'all was like, "Oh, POW, prisoner of war. We have leverage." Like we know what y'all thinking. Like, come on, bro, and just want to be petty about the whole situation. Like,
Is I'd rather not use the word petty because someone's life is involved in this, and it's.
but I think they do see it as leverage.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, they do see it as leverage, and it just going back to what I said earlier, the hypocrisy of it all.
Mm.
But bringing it back to just this moment, like you're taking someone's life
Right.
and using it as
A bargaining chip.
a bargaining
A
chip.
political prisoner. Even though they say that's not what she is, she's definitely a political prisoner.
Right.
A bargaining chip, an object. You really treat this person like an object
Mhm.
to get some whatever you're trying to obtain, and it's sickening. It's offensive. It's sickening because not only is it an American, it's a Black American, and it just makes me wonder sometimes: are we dropping a ball on this? Have we dropped a ball on this? Like, why hasn't she gotten out? It's just, I don't know. It's just frustrating. Mm-hmm.
This definitely is frustrating though, and I don't know, man. I mean, I do know like it is petty. I do feel like we're dropping the ball a little bit, not trying harder. I feel like we're not trying hard enough,
Right.
and I just pray like, you know, the living conditions over there for her. You know, it's
No,
not
stop
fucked
it.
up, but you know,
What was I reading? Every time she has a meeting or some type of meeting involving her release, she gets put in this like 5 foot plus room where she got to be in there for hours, and you know she's a tall young lady.
hmm
So
she always probably been nowhere.
she was supposed to. Her wife was supposed to get the standard phone visit or the phone call, and she didn't get it because something fell through with negotiations or something to that extent. And the wife is starting to lose faith in the American system.
I would too. Honestly, I would too. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, we definitely dropping the ball for real. And then Russia is just being stick up in their asses.
Right.
Like,
whatever I can do to get
whatever.
leverage.
Stick up their asses. Attitude about it. I don't know. For real. So, man, I had to retract my statement I made a couple of weeks ago. Talking about, the overturn of Roe versus Wade. I didn't believe it was going to happen. I believe, like, the Supreme Court will protect, human rights. Or whatever, things of that nature. So, man, I had to retract my statement. I just believe, it's just a drive. It's not going to come into effect. People will be like, this is stupid. This has been here for years and stuff like that. Women should have the choice. Things of that nature.
Ultimately.
But, man, I guess I gave the human race too much credit. Or I gave, like, Americans too much credit. Americans with power too much credit. So Roe versus Wade has been overturned, guys. That's the law that protects abortion rights and allow abortionist women to have abortions upon a certain time limit, and for them to have them, it gives them the right to make that choice. It has been overturned, and it's been left up to the states. So some of the states now can decide to outright ban abortions, like Arkansas.
Let's just keep it real. A lot of these red states already got it in place, and
with Ohio, they put back in fact the 6 weeks heartbeat.
Right, but these laws are being put in effect, and it's going to be like ASAP. Mm-hmm. If it hasn't already happened, it'll happen within the next 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. I do feel like a woman should have the say so of her body. Mm-hmm. I just find it crazy because I'm wondering if they're answering the hard questions. Because, some states are just probably going to just flat out just say no.
Yeah, Arkansas.
Yeah, and
dang.
It's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
I lost my train of thought about what I really wanted to say on this
subject. About the conspiracy?
No, it wasn't that, but I am getting there. It's on the tip of my tongue. Someone else go ahead while I think about it.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like, you could be against abortions but still be pro-choice, I believe. But with this that just happened, you see now that, like, a lot of people, depending red or blue, they not trusting either or. Like, they saying, like, fuck politics, just do what's right. Right. Fuck this bipartisan shit, or like, I'm against you because you think this way. It's like,
it's a shame that it took this for us to people to think that though.
Because like people getting sent text messages and stuff like, oh, they took away your rights or something like that. Help us fight it. Like Democrats sending it out like it's all this. Help donate something to the Democratic Party. First of all, my rights are not your fundraiser. Like, you should just be fighting regardless if you was really for us.
Right.
Honestly. If that was really your one or whatever, so
but it's fucked up to take the power away from the person, the sex that actually.
The thing about it is they said like because of the Constitution, whatever, it doesn't really.
That's what it was.
But at the same time, the Constitution protects all American rights, and that is one of their rights. Just regardless.
But this is the thing for me. It'd be one thing if you did this and had something in place to make sure things didn't just blow up in your face. Mm-hmm. Like investing more in these daycares. Why should it cost someone money to give birth? Mm-hmm. That baffles me. You're giving me medicine and IVs that I need to stay alive during this birth, and you're charging me for it. This cup of Jello that you said I need to keep my vitamins up, you're charging me for it. All the while I'm giving birth. Like, why are you getting charged for that?
Yeah. But, you know, shout out to the states and the companies, too, that support us. Like, hey, we'll pay for your travel.
Some states.
The states, that's what I'm saying. The states that are like, hey, come to
okay.
us to get it done. Or the companies, too. Like with the CAS organization here and some other companies. Like, hey, we'll pay for your travel. Things like that if you need to get it done. Things of that nature.
Cali said something along those lines.
Yeah, Cali, too. I think probably New York. Like, you know, the regular states. Illinois, New York. Like all that northeastern states, and then you know California, Seattle, what probably Arizona and what Colorado and stuff.
Yeah.
The normal states you know that are very progressive or things of that nature.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to them. Even I think even Canada probably said something.
Right.
Like, hey, that's cool, man. But with that being overturned. CVS and Wright are now limiting Plan Bs because they're too high in demand. So they now doing like one per customer, like it's Crown Royal Peach out there or something like that. Like a rare.
I mean, to be fair though,
Not the peach.
To be fair though, why are you buying two? You only can be pregnant.
I gotta buy some for my sister and my cousin.
So then they come and get some.
Somebody's having a hell of a weekend.
Like, I don't know. This seems a bit. I feel like more details need to be thrown in place. Like, I think they're preparing for the worst, but on the flip side, like, if you're pregnant and let's just say you have twins or something, you just need one Plan B, right?
Yeah, you take it different days.
Yeah,
though.
you take it right.
Yeah.
Oh, but what I'm saying is,
It's
like,
almost like a last second preventative.
so
You know, like
my thing is, if you're
And supposedly,
if
it
you
don't work. It don't work for women over 175 pounds.
I'll say it again.
Supposedly, yeah, that's
Say it
the thing.
again.
well, that makes that seem weird.
Jerry,
That,
can you say it
you need
again?
to look more into that.
But they just say it might not work for women over 175 pounds.
So what is it doing to your body though?
It say it might
makes
not
me
work,
curious.
but I think it still does work. I think that's just like a theory.
But if
Maybe
they say
maybe
no,
had
no,
too many cases.
Well, right. I
They
was about to
was
say, to
testing
be
it in
fair,
where it
they
didn't
said it
work.
might not work. It probably might not work
Yeah,
for some.
but I think probably like it's probably like 80%. It probably would, maybe 90. 95.
But why? I mean, why would you need to buy two in that current moment? In that current moment, maybe a few months down the line. But if that's the case, you need.
Well, you know, we gotta think about it. It's like everything else, bro. Like
when COVID hit.
yeah, when COVID hit, you know,
Everybody got toilet paper and meat.
yeah,
and they
yeah.
no
It's,
vegetables.
you know, it's almost like this is a crisis, pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so people try to stock up, which is also, like you said, weird. But I mean, it will make sense though, kind of to me, because it's like you're trying to beat other people to get there. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a panic buy.
Yeah, people probably panic buy. That's the thing. Yeah, I get it that way. But shout out also, like, supposedly vasectomies are up because they get it done and then the doctors don't say anything or ask like, why are you getting it done? Snoop snip. Unlike from what we've been hearing, women ask to get their tubes tied. They be like, why? You're still young. You don't need to get your tube tied. But apparently that can be undone too, right? They can untie it. I don't know.
It's easier from what you know, from what I read and what you said. Like,
I think
it's easier for a man to get it done than undone too, though.
Right.
And you know, on that,
and I think it's least expensive. Like, if you don't have insurance, it's $700. If you have insurance, you know, it's probably way less than that. Probably like $70 for real, or like $150.
Yeah,
$150 or $200, something like that. I don't know. So.
But yeah, I don't fault Rite Aid in none of this. They're just trying to move accordingly to what's
Shout
going
out to
on.
Rite Aid for still being around.
Right. CVS and Rite Aid.
And Walgreens too. But yeah, man, with this overturn of Roe versus Wade, I mean, who knows what's about to happen next? They said they're going after contraceptives and same-sex marriages next. And things
Contraceptives?
They're going after some contraceptives.
Huh?
They might be banning condoms out here.
What are we trying to do here?
I don't know, bro. This was what's his name? Clarence Brown said.
What are we trying to
We
do?
banning the I feel like it's not gonna be condoms.
They trying to have a hero gasm.
I don't know what's going on. It's a rogue Supreme Court. That's what Biden said.
Bro.
Rogue Supreme. It's a rogue party in the U.S. trying to make a coup.
Shout out to Trump.
Whoa.
He appointed these people.
And then had that rally, and that Whitey said
That
lady-
Whitey.
That
Whoa,
lady
Jared. Whoa.
said,
The PC.
"Thank you for
is
white life,
Oh, yeah, that was wild.
bruh."
Bro, the PC
I was like,
for
what?
that is
This was a victory for
AWE.
white life.
This is a victory from white life.
I was
but
like-
but supposedly she said right,
No.
a right for life.
She said white
Like this is a
life.
victory for white life. So
Highly-
I could probably use whitey in that term.
Mayo.
But speaking
Hey,
of Supreme Courts,
Patty mayonnaise was cold.
Ketanji Brown was finally anointed. She was sworn in.
Shout out.
Shout out to
Yeah.
her.
First black
Ketanji
woman.
Brown Jackson, actually, yesterday. So she's now Supreme Court Justice. Shout out to her. First black woman. So, man, yeah, we definitely need different people in there, man.
Man, facts.
Definitely need different people in there. So, shout out to her. You know, that black girl magic. A German boy was found in sewer after a week. So, German kid supposedly slipped and fell. Probably was playing around a drainage pipe. Ended up playing in there and then ended up getting lost or whatever. This is what they speculate, investigators. But he's ended up being there within for a week. He was actually only 1,000 meters away from his home.
God bless.
So, I mean, shout out to them finding him. Shout out to him still being alive. I know the boy is scarred for life, or things of that nature. But, you know, I just want to know, how he was surviving down there for a week, man. Like, whew, I couldn't think of it in the sewer.
Oh, he said he had 5 other people to look after him.
He got what?
He had 5 other people to look after him down there.
Man. Like,
Pizza.
man. But
Pizza, rats, you can't beat that, bro. Cowabunga.
He's being at the hospital now, being treated for hypothermia and things of that nature. I want to be treated for dehydration too, because like I really wonder what was he drinking.
Yeah, somebody off on his side looking after him that long. Man.
Oh yeah, he's being treated for hypothermia and dehydration.
Wow.
So
Survivor.
Right.
definitely,
For real.
man, definitely. Somebody drove around this song? Or a passerby in the local area heard noises coming from a manhole cover early on Saturday morning and alerted the emergency services. So shout out to that passerby, man. Good Samaritans be out there, man.
Right.
For real. Good Samaritans definitely be out there, man. And I'm just glad that little boy's safe, man. So, unserved arrest warrant was found in the Emmett Till case. This unserved arrest warrant was like in the basement, at the bottom of the basement, in a dark, dusty box of the county courthouse. And I guess some family members was looking for court documents or something in there, and they found it in there. And it was an unserved arrest warrant for the lady who made the accusation. So they had this bitch written up to arrest her, but it was like, honestly, never mind.
Caucasians gone Caucasian. At the end of the day.
That shit's fucking crazy.
People gonna protect.
They knew she was lying.
They gonna protect their own, even when they know it's at the expense of another person's life.
And then them dudes who killed him didn't admit. They didn't admit to the court that they killed him. They admit to some magazine like years later.
Right.
Like, you don't even feel remorse for killing a kid. That's just crazy, man. Like, is that what you really think of us?
Right.
You didn't see him as a kid, but he really was a kid?
Of course not. At that time and age, if you was black, it was a rap.
In 1955?
Damn.
Crazy. So, in the Bronx, a woman escapes a rapist thanks to Grubhub.
Man.
So this woman,
This is
a crazy story.
unbelievable.
The woman met this person. I guess it was a couple of meetups. After one meetup, I guess she went over her house. Things got violent, and he ended up kidnapping her and being raped. But he will let her like order food and things like that. And one of these times she ordered food and the special instructions, she wrote the message like emergency, send cops, of being kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for the people at the sandwich shop who took that seriously, because they said the way it was written, they took it seriously, and they said better safe than sorry. So they contacted the emergency department, sent the cops over there, things of that nature, and the lady was able to get home safely.
Mm.
You know, and the dude is now being charged and things of that nature.
That's traumatizing.
I know that had to be traumatizing.
Like, how do you move on from that type of shit? Being kidnapped for a month.
Mm-hmm.
They say habits change in a month.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So just imagine psychologically how that person has changed in that month's time.
Mm-hmm.
God bless that woman, and God bless that restaurant that actually took that shit seriously.
Yeah, for real.
Honestly, because some people just like, oh, they kidding. It's a
I think it's a prank.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's amazing.
It's amazing that.
I hope she heals. And from what I heard, the two workers from the sandwich shop was awarded $5,000.
Wow.
So I mean that's cool.
That's cool.
You know, at least you know, and I hope they get all the blessings coming their way, man.
Got
For
that
real.
Vault sponsorship.
Right. That's true.
We're getting to that. What's next up, Fred?
Man, so Texas committee had proposed to rename slavery to a voluntary relocation. I'm glad the State Board of Education in Texas, because Texas has been looking on lately the Florida
Right,
Southwest.
they finally did something.
But it's like, we cannot change it. Basically, no, to that name specific. Like, that is something we will not do. Like, it was fucking slavery. These folks wasn't getting paid and getting treated like shit.
And then that whole phrase is just
involuntary relocation.
Just false.
So we just got relocated, but what the fuck happened next?
Wait, why did we get relocated? What happened once we got relocated?
They just need help over here.
What was the process during relocation? Like, oh my gosh. Whoever decided to try to... Man, this gonna work. Man, on God, we gonna say involuntary.
God, and that's on God. We got involuntary relocation.
Man, they gonna go for this.
It wasn't
shit.
slavery for real, because
we're
America. We're the land of the free.
They probably did that research on it and everything. Like, man, we got
the slaves actually had it good.
Right, we got a game plan going in.
They got fed and went to church on Sunday. Man, that's a lot.
Right.
Texas looked at that shit like, no. Bruh. Really?
We can't be this bad.
Like, we already bad out here, but we can't do this. Come on now.
Hey, wait, what the fuck?
But, right, whatever.
It's all this. Honestly, never mind. I'm surprised I can't do it. Keep doing it.
Voluntary relocation.
Jalen Walker, Akron DoorDasher, ended up getting shot
This is
90
sad.
times by the police.
Well, 60. Hit
60?
his body. Over 90 shots were shot by the police.
Apparently, he had no gun, even though police came. That he
Said
had
it was a gun in his car,
and he shot. He discharged a shot, but nothing was found.
Well, they said they found a gun in the car.
They found it.
Right.
We have yet to see it.
The camera.
Right.
Problem
Point blank
solved.
period. 8 officers fired. 8 officers. At least 2 of them had their camera on.
Mm-hmm.
You would think.
Run the camera flat out. Run the camera.
And this the third in Akron since December. Third police shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all kill these. You kill these type of people, but the people that need to get shot down.
Bro, these mass shooters, y'all not killing at all.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, let's go to McDonald's.
Unless
Or y'all not moving in.
Unless they're of color. If they're of color, they're not gonna. I mean, if they're not of color, they're gonna kill them.
Like, y'all eager to shot everything else, but like apprehensive when shit really goes down.
Right.
It's a mass shooting.
This nigga went into a Walmart or wherever he went and just started offing niggas.
Jay.
In Buffalo?
I believe so. But
That was the Tops supermarket.
But rumor has it he had nigger rolling
on his barrel of his gun. And was caught alive.
Y'all get these people that just go up in these spots and just goddamn. What was the dude that they took to Burger King or McDonald's?
The dude who shot up the church went North Carolina, South Carolina.
Oh man, he must be hungry.
Oh, Dylan Roof.
Dylan Roof, yeah.
Yeah, come on, man.
And then what's his name? Kyle Rittenhouse or whatever. This dude.
He
going to school, getting book deals and all this other type of shit. It's just sad, man.
This is America.
Get that body camera. Get that body camera footage, man. We need that.
I need a judge to step up and ask for that footage.
And then was 90 shots really needed? 90?
I need a judge.
Was 8 cops really needed? It was just for a traffic stop.
I need a judge to step up and say they need the footage.
And the gun was found on him. Whatever. And he was running, right? They said they found the gun in the car, right?
Supposedly.
And he was out running.
Right.
He running from y'all. Y'all empty the clips
Clip
on
on
him.
him.
Right.
If somebody's ready to really empty the clip, like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Joe, this was your topic, police interactions with black people?
Yeah, it's just like moments like this and just other moments I see on social media, like it just always ends up bad for the black person.
Definitely.
I challenge us to understand these laws. I challenge us to start reading the situation and then moving accordingly, because at the end of the day, they out here killing us and they don't even give a fuck at this point, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy.
Definitely challenged, man. Did you even see like we just like trained just to like when some shit happened? It's like a video. It was like a joke video, but it was like a sheriff SUV pulling up and with the sirens, and it's like kids in like a big wheel in the parking lot. As soon as they pulled up, they ran, hopped out the car, started running. Like
systematically, we built like this,
bro. Yeah, from a young age, bro.
And we really have to start being more aware of these things. Like systematically, they're putting us against each other, black men versus black women, and we need to first understand that it's there, and we need to start combating that shit. Especially
with proxy arguments like the McDonald's dad incident. Like honestly,
man,
like
that took me out when I found out that shit was a joke,
bruh. Like so, supposedly on social media, it was this woman complaining about how one of her baby daddies came to feed the child that's his McDonald's, but there's no food at the house, and she up there putting him on blast on social media. She got like 4 other kids. And they're hungry. There's no food on social media, things of that nature. She put him on blast for just feeding his kid. That created a whole big argument on social media. Now, from my first-hand encounter, I see most men and women agree, like, yo, she was wrong. Like it is appreciated, but it's not his right.
Yeah.
But John said on his Twitter that he saw actually women going for the mom. Man, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah, I actually did. Y'all ain't see that?
No,
I saw more people rooting for the man.
The dad.
For me, go ahead. Oh, for me,
no, I saw it. To me, it seemed like it was a lot of women, like just basically like, so what are you putting in? You know, like, and then I seen the video today of a lady was like, this is what I would have done, and she broke out the McDonald's or whatever, and she grabbed 4 plates, and she like, damn, that's a large fry. I'm gonna put fries in this plate, nuggets here, nuggets. But you know, I'm just upset that Jared informed us, or somebody informed us, think it was Joe, that the shit was fake.
Yeah, you go to her TikTok.
So after all that, you know, the black community imploded on itself,
right?
Yeah.
Yet again.
What were we talking about?
It was clout, but
a lot of misinformation out there.
all the discussion about it is interesting though.
But like, how much can you split 4 ways of fucking Happy Meal, man? Like,
apple slice.
Well, if we're
Two
actually
fries.
debating the whole situation and not the
Right, just not
the truth of the situation.
Yeah.
If it's
3
me
sips of
and
apple
I'm not
juice.
simping,
Just
Big
but I
bigger
work
box.
with I work with kids.
Yeah.
All them little niggas gonna eat it in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
With the big dinner
Her
box.
reaction was just bullshit.
Yeah.
I would like, even if I did come in with the big box of the KFC special, spend $50 on the KFC special. Goddamn wings with a large side, a couple of drinks.
6 biscuits.
But you coming at me like that?
Honey.
I'm turning around. I'm turning the fuck around. Like,
Matter of
I'm
fact,
about to smash this shit.
right, matter of fact, I might set up a table.
Bro, I'm about
And
to
a
meet my
chair right in front
homeboys
of
about
the
to come
door.
over and watch the
And
game.
for real, if you was
Bring the
even being
PS5.
spicy with me, if you was even being spicy with this shit earlier,
This is spicy.
you know what? You right. Tell my son to come on.
Mm-hmm.
We out. Dave and Buster's. Goddamn.
Whatever. David Buster's.
You know,
whatever.
but-
Goddamn Catalina wine.
Skies, what's it, Sky Zone?
Right. But all jokes aside, me personally, I would have fed all the kids, but you ain't about to talk to me like that.
Right. And if it
Like,
was a
that's a-
problem, call me. Don't
But
put
this
me
my
on social
but
media.
this is my thing about it though. Just in this, I know the situation herself was fake, but gas aside,
Yeah.
what if that man only got enough
Yeah.
to
Right.
feed his kid?
And that's where obligation and
You know?
choice, well,
Right.
morality and logic come into play. He's thinking logical, like,
Which
dang.
most men do.
Like, if that is the situation with John, the scenario
Yeah.
that John sent out, dang, I only got enough for me and mine's.
Mhm.
I'm gonna make sure mine's straight.
Right.
He ain't thinking about them, other niggas, because, at the end of the day, as me and I can't think about that other nigga.
Yeah.
And sometimes that correlates to, no, I can't think about them other niggas, other children.
Yeah.
I gotta feed mine.
Right.
I got $5 up to my account. You got this Happy Meal though.
Right.
So if that is like this was the situation, if it was real, you gotta respect it. It's morality versus logic.
Mhm.
If he only got his, you can't blame him for being logical about it.
Yeah, like he only got so much, but he know his kid hungry. You know.
Right.
And he brought up a great point. They was arguing. He was like, "Well, why you ain't feed him?"
Yeah. Or why you ain't on the phone with their baby daddies? Like, so. But anyway, it was a fake argument. Anyway, they only have one kid. They TikTokers, so whatever. They got a client now. They probably getting that bag. They got sponsorships.
Right.
So Jurassic World Dominion review. The release. I'm gonna say review. Jurassic World Dominion release. That's the last of the third of Jurassic World trilogy that started with Jurassic World in 2015. I would say this movie is okay. It's better than Fallen Kingdom to me, but it's still, I don't think I need to watch it again. But I'm glad that they close up some. It's closure for like a lot of characters, like that one doctor who's always played by B.D. Wong or whatever. I was about to say, I thought that was my speaker system. That's somebody's AC.
Right.
But anyway, they closed up some loose ends and things of that nature. They had the original cast back of, Dr. Alan Grant, by Sam Neill, and the lady in the blonde hair, I forgot her name, and then Jeff Goldblum as Ian Malcolm. And I must say, I don't understand the white people's obsession with Ian Malcolm, that character. I don't understand. I really don't. But anyway, like, it's cool or whatever. I just say, like, it wasn't as thrilling because it's like, what much more can you do with dinosaurs, honestly? So
Attach wheels to him.
Attach
Put
wheels.
Dom Toretto in that bitch.
And the thing
Make it
about
family.
and the thing about it too, they almost went there. I was just going to see like how they're going to figure out how dinosaurs in society live together. After how dinosaur society live together, like living with dinosaurs now today, this could probably be an ecological disaster. But they just out here and they don't really address the shit. They mention it, but that's about it. It's more about this locust shit that's like have these crops, eating these crops, but it's not eating the crops of this one corporation. Like, oh my gosh, we got another big corporation buying everything. Oh, and they trying to be the ones behind the food supply chain of the world. Well, that could be another disaster in itself. Like, why the fuck would you do that? You really gonna supply the whole world with food? Just your company.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse to watch Jurassic Park.
But I mean, it's cool. Like, it's some loose ends and stuff. I ain't think as thrilling as it was. It was like one thrilling part. It ain't in the city, and it's like dinosaurs got loose. This one T-Rex just ate a nigga on a scooter out of nowhere. Like, what does the dude just even do, or whatever? And they had this one like, and you know who the villains are in the movie anyway, because they just sneering or some shit like that. And they had this one villain who was actually, this other villain who was actually kind of cool, but it was kind of stupid. Like, why you come back to like the scene of the crime? I don't know. But it was alright. It was cool to see the old cast, but to get them there, I feel like it was stupid with the Locust. It was alright. But with that being said, with that being the 6th Jurassic Park movie,
Very sad, man.
I feel like, you know, Jurassic Park has left its legacy. You can't even say all of them. I know this, but like definitely the first one was ahead of its time. I know people say the CGI holds up well in the first one. I went back and looked at all the original 3. It's okay, but the use of mixing CGI and animatronics was really dope. And then,
how about you flip it to for what it was worth for its time?
No, I mean, what it was for time, I can see that. And then at the same time too, like for like in '93, like I was about to say something. I can't remember now. I just lost my train of thought.
Yeah, my bad, Fred. But for me, Jurassic Park up there with Fast and Furious. I refuse to watch any more Fast and Furious movies. Outside of the first, second, and fifth one, Jared had to remind me about the fifth one.
But they're going to space.
I'm cool on it. Legacy, it does have a legacy.
I know what the legacy I got now. It does have a legacy for how we think of dinosaurs or some shit like that, especially with raptors. Raptors, in real life, are only like, what, a meter tall and has feathers. In the movies, they're like 2 meters tall, no feathers, and like extremely vicious. And then at the same time, yeah, like every movie like copies that and like how they voice them and things of that nature and make their calls. But shout out to sound engineers. You know where their calls are made from?
Turtles.
Having sex.
Fuck.
Just like slow down and reverb. Shout out to sound engineers, man.
Right.
Y'all be doing that shit in movies. Like, y'all be doing that shit in movies.
They control the narrative of how dinosaur movies are made right now.
Definitely. Or how we
Like,
just think of
whatever,
dinosaurs.
make or miss.
Right.
As far as the franchise goes, they control the narrative on dinosaur movies.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Netflix show, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, whatever it's called. That shit's tough. Shout out to the little black boy, he the leader of the group. It's a bunch of little kids fucking with dinosaurs. On some we got abandoned type shit.
Yeah. So like I said, like, shout out to Steven Spielberg. GOAT from Ohio.
Yeah, he is GOAT. Steven Spielberg.
He from Ohio.
If he not is the GOAT.
The GOAT. For real. And like film director. Shout out to him for like creating this world and how we think it and coming future forward with the CGI. With that being said though, like when I think of Jurassic Park 2, like favorite movie, probably the best movie, probably the first one. More than like the first one. Worst movie, Fallen Kingdom. And shout out to them for, I say, catching lightning in the bottle second time for Jurassic World because they recaptured the magic. But when I think of the original Jurassic Park, I think it was like the perfect summer blockbuster because it's like it has thrilling aspects at the same time, but also at the same time it has good like message or theme about playing God, you know, running throughout, or like life will find a way because those dinosaurs were all female and not supposed to breed, but they end up still
fucking
laying eggs some way. I think they all end up becoming asexual or some shit like that.
They all fucking.
Because they filled in the DNA gaps with like amphibian DNA, and then some West African frogs can just change their sex.
Jurassic
So, like,
World.
So if a frog can change,
And that was in the first one. Like,
so if a frog can change their sexual orientation,
and they filled the gaps in DNA.
why
with that.
can't we?
Because there's no frog DNA in us. There's no frog DNA. But that's my perfect definition of summer blockbuster. I mean, that's like our next topic, you know. Like, you know.
For me, it's summer blockbuster.
The Minions.
The Minions?
Rise of Gru.
Facts though. Because Minions, grown people watch the Minions.
I haven't seen not one Minion movie.
Stop it.
Despicable Me. I'm sorry. I haven't seen any Despicable Me's or Minions.
Damn. You by yourself on that one.
I know.
But for a blockbuster, you gotta, first off, you gotta have lightning in the bottle. Whatever you rolling with, if it's a sequel, if it's an original, it's just gotta fit with whatever's popular at that current time.
Mm-hmm.
Like for right now, I don't see too many hits. I heard Buzz Lightyear wasn't dead. I saw Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Midness. That shit was mid.
I did hear stuff about Buzz Lightyear, but my brother said it was good.
Mm.
My brother also thought.
Dang, I forgot all about that movie, man.
Man, we all did. My thing with Buzz Lightyear, not to cut you short, but y'all remember the animated series and stuff. Where's Booster, old chick, in the robot? As part of Star Command. But anyway, Joe.
What happened is gonna be one of the crew
but
members.
I guess
die,
it probably leads to
They're
it.
gonna put his brainwaves
I'll tell
to
you
a
what,
robot.
I bet if they make a Woody movie, that shit gonna shake.
I bet you probably would.
Woody was always the real nigga in Toy Story. Like Buzz Lightyear came in on the tail end of the shit.
And he's still in the being a
Woody was holding that shit down since Andy was playing with toys.
Hold up. But Buzz was a real nigga in 2 when they had to go save him.
Toward the end.
That was through the whole movie.
Toy Story?
2.
I'm talking about at the jump.
Oh, at the jump.
Like the original storyline, like Andy was there from jump.
Yeah, and so was Woody. And
excuse me, Woody was there from jump.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear came in because, he an action figure.
Right.
Like, real niggas fuck with action figures.
Right.
Shout out to Mama. Always had them hard-ass action figures.
Yeah.
I ain't never had no CVS toys. Nigga had Power Rangers in this bitch, Zords.
Nigga had Fisher
Zoids.
Price.
Yeah,
bruh, my Fisher Price sets go for so much today.
Right.
I didn't even know, like, the Fisher Price Castle set and Pirate set, them shit, like.
Nigga had the good Legos, the actual Legos.
I ain't gonna lie, I had Connects.
Damn. Connects, but no, wait. Connects was on some other shit, though.
Connects was some other
like,
shit.
Legos was, Legos is Nike.
Yeah.
But Connects was Adidas.
Right.
And me personally, I feel like number-wise, Nike right there.
You're right.
And Adidas right here. But if you're just talking about like fashion-wise, they even, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Nike found some purple pants and a purple hoodie, put Nike on it and charge you $100 for both.
That's Playmobil.
Adidas, they gonna make that shit, shake too.
Right.
So Connects was up there with Lego.
Yeah, it was. Though.
What was that knockoff?
You had to be smart to fuck with the Connects.
You definitely did.
Like, for real.
Connects had, like, bruh, so many different.
My mom signed me up for that CSU shit had with the Connects and had the robot rolling with the controls and shit.
I feel like with Connects, you could probably. It was more different angles with Connects.
Absolutely.
You could, so, like, the shit would look more extravagant.
Duplo, that was the bootleg.
Duplo. Man.
Lego.
I gotta finish Lego Movie too. It was actually pretty good. I think it just came out at the wrong time.
Yeah. What was next up, Fred?
So, man. So the internet would be claiming it's like it's 4 big movies, and I think all of us only seen one of like the top of the year.
Facts.
But I'm glad we saw that one, and we agreed because we keep going back and talking about it. But it's the Batman, which we all seen.
Mm-hmm.
Top Gun Maverick, which was released last month sometime in June. I heard it's really good. I'm probably going to see that Tuesday after I get off. They say it's really good. Everything Everywhere All at Once that's supposed to be the true multiverse movie. That did it correctly. It's really good. And also The Northman, which is also Viking shit.
Well, seeing as though we've all seen the Batman movie at least.
Right.
I can't say I would be in contention for movie of the year so far, and it's July.
Mm-hmm.
We're halfway through this shit.
Yeah, that's still the best movie I've seen this year.
Like the Batman,
Batman. But I do want to see the other movies. I kind of want to see Northman too. Like I keep saying, like, oh yeah,
what's
I got
that
to see everything. That's Northman's on Peacock. I got you, bro.
You got Peacock.
Oh yeah, so you can watch Bel Air and Yellowstone.
You like Peacock?
I watched it for Bel Air, and the Yellowstone's pretty good.
And that's about, for me, it was Bel Air. No. And some of the wrestling pay-per-views.
Did you see Bel Air?
I saw most of the season.
Pause. It will be known as The Cock. Pause.
What, you ever see the show with Freddie Gibbs? That's on Peacock, right? Or
What?
that's on Hulu.
I have a whole different view of Freddie Gibbs right now.
But he got a show on there.
Mm.
But that's why I watch it for it currently, until I catch up on Yellowstone. I just watched on Yellowstone. But they got like a lot of old comedies on there, like Modern Family. The George Lopez on there. I got this. George Lopez is pretty funny. But yeah, man, that's what the internet. I definitely got to see Top Gun 2 since everybody talking about it.
I want to see.
And it reached $1 billion too, like Jurassic World Dominion.
It's because it's Tom fucking Cruise.
But no, people saying it's really good though.
I believe it's really good, but it's Top Gun and it's Tom Cruise. Top Gun, people, OGs like us, we don't talk about Top Gun.
My brother,
but the
and probably
OGs,
Chuck,
right? The OGs talk about
Top Gun.
So
Then the Danger Zone.
So for it to come back,
Yeah.
the younger generation like, damn, I did hear my OGs talk about it.
That's what I'm saying.
It. And then the OGs, they paying for the shit to watch it. So yeah, I believe it.
I seen it, but I need to see it with adult eyes. I say that because like it was always on. You never seen?
Never
Just
seen.
like the other Tom Cruise flick, they did like after it or before, Days of Thunder with NASCAR.
No, know what it is.
That's like the racing car, Top Gun, with Tom Cruise.
So can we say Tom Cruise is the Will Smith of Caucasians?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I would love to see him and Will Smith in a movie together though.
About maybe 5 years from now.
Will Smith and not Will Smith. Will Smith and Jamie Foxx was the movie together. That was Ali, but Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise in the movie together, and it was pretty good. Collateral.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Watch it. I think that's on HBO Max right now.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Foxx got best supporting actor for that. The same year, he got best actor for. Well, he got nominated for that, but actually won that year for best actor for Ray. So. Shout out. Just Jamie Foxx, you gotta stop dating these white women. Other than that, we don't gotta talk about that. Man, The Boys. Man. The Boys, man, I haven't seen this episode tonight, but man, the episode last weekend, Herogasm. Man, shout out to The Boys. Homelander is the best villain on TV right
Dicks
now.
and tits.
But that episode, Herogasm wasn't even a highlight. It was like the other shit that was going on and the stakes that are arising constantly in this episode.
Spoilers.
And that's what makes The Boys so motherfucking lit, bro.
Bruh,
They reinvented superhero.
definitely.
They
definitely.
DC was cheesy. Excuse
Marvel.
me. Right. Marvel was cheesy, but they wound up having a great product at the end.
Mm-hmm.
If you really think about it, they had a lot of misses throughout the process, but Avengers,
When you look back now, it was misses, but people still showed up.
yeah. So that's why I feel like what the misses they're having now is gonna work out in the end result. But
I'm still not sure about Phase 4.
Marvel had the cheesy shit. DC tried to make it dark, but not 3 dark. They tried to make it 2 dark because they had movies like The Joker out.
Same time,
But
with their universe, they doing it too fast.
It was too fast, and
that's why I'm glad they had this. Discovery
everything's just jumbled up together, and now you're just gonna say nothing's gonna be canon.
And that's why I'm glad they had this merger with Discovery, because the dude over the head of Discovery's like, bruh, why do y'all not have a universe and just working on that shit?
Right.
Just retcon a lot of shit. People retcon shit a lot of times. Spider-Man, Terminator. All these big shit be retcon.
Like, it's okay.
Look, this is not gonna happen.
Y'all fucked up. It's okay.
We're like something.
But that's DC, and whatever universe this shit is just working. I feel like The Boys and Invincible are in the same universe. Like,
and low key, I was worried about The Boys after Invincible, but shit,
they hidden.
Don't count them out.
Because Invincible made you, oh, this is refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't The Boys, but shit, The Boys ain't this either.
Mm-hmm. So
And-
now you see the difference now.
Right.
Between the two.
But bringing it back to The Boys, Hero Gasm, what's his name? Captain Boy?
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Captain Boy.
Yeah. With the
One of the Winchester
heat
brothers
chest.
from
with
Supernatural.
With the heat.
Hot chest.
That's the older brother.
That's the older brother
Yeah.
that got sent to hell, but then the other one got sent to hell, and then dog.
You want to know the mind
You ain't know
fuck?
that?
You want to know
Dean.
the mind fuck?
Dean is his name.
Dean. You want to know the showrunner for Supernatural for the first 5 seasons is the showrunner for The Boys.
Because the first 5
Eric Kripke.
Because the first
Shout out, he's from Ohio too, Toledo.
The first 5
Dang.
seasons made sense.
Bro, Ohio has all the filmmakers and shit like
when
that.
when the boys started, not the boys, when Supernatural started going past the devil, like
Yeah,
I
once they
feel
got
like-
past after Armageddon or whatever.
I feel like once you beat the devil and you say there's a bad guy worse than the devil, it's kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, so he was there for like, it's supposed to end at season 5.
Right.
And that's when Eric Kripke left, but they kept going.
And it just got a little, now you fighting heaven.
Yeah. But anyway.
You know what?
God,
I'm going to
so
change the
badass.
channel. You
Right.
got it.
Now Eric Kripke, he's at he came up with the idea of Boys, and now he's the showrunner.
And this
Ohio native.
like, this is what we want superheroes to be like. This shit is dark. Like, this shit ain't Superman cookies
This is how
and
it would be.
cupcakes. You know?
It's
This is
superhero.
literally how it would be.
Yeah.
How businesses get involved, sponsorships.
Ships. Yeah.
You gotta look at the business aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
But The Boys is tough. Hero Gasm was it. I can't wait to watch the new episode today because it's already tomorrow.
And the best thing about like the showrunner Eric Kripke said about this season is how people been commenting on stuff
Mm-hmm.
like they're in the universe. Like, oh, yo, Starlight's a fraud or something like that. Like they comment on like posting stuff from like Vault Network News or like on the YouTube channel when they show the trailer for like the Dawn of the Seven or whatever the movie they got, and they actually comment like, oh, this movie was okay. I expected more from Queen Maeve. Like, like it's virtual cosplaying. Like, shout out to the fans. Like we could read really funny at times.
Yeah.
Man. Shout out to that, man. But The Boys, man, just been refreshing for the summer. What is this? Tonight's episode 7.
Damn.
We only got one episode left.
Damn.
So
Man.
yeah, shout out to The Boys, man. I want to do a shout out to man Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge, man. So it's a game made in like our old beat 'em up brawlers of the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games, like the one on NES,
Like Streets of Fury.
Streets of Fear, Streets of Rage, and
Streets
like
of Rage, I mean.
and like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at the time. It's real more to like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles brawlers, but man, shout out to this game, man. This game is so dope, like for real. First off, you could play as like 5 characters from Jump. No, 6 characters from Jump. All 4 of the Turtles, Splinter, and April.
Yeah.
Once you beat the game, it's no DLC. You don't have to pay nothing extra. You unlock Casey Jones. Shout out to them for doing that, man. And you can actually play it up to 6 people online, and then on some consoles too, who allow 6 players. Like PS5 only allows 4, so 4 people plus like 2 people online. But this game is just so refreshing and dope. Plus the soundtrack too, like is a reminiscent of like the old school soundtracks. On top of that, shout out to them for getting Raekwon and Ghostface to do a track together for this. And I mean, it's lightweight with spoiler, but not much. The game's called Shredder's Revenge. That track comes on when you fight Shredder, and that shit dope as fuck. And let me tell you now, they're not bleeping out nigga. What?
So we know who this was for.
Like flat out.
Then
for real.
again, they are turtles. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, the 4 turtles. So,
Right.
what's his name? Not Wood Harris, but Wood Harris brothers. Steve Harris. What's his name? Damn. LL
Steve
Cool
Wood,
J.
LL Cool J.
And damn. What's his name?
Steve
Jada Kiss.
Yeah.
Who's the 4th person? I don't know.
Steve Harvey.
I don't know. But anyway, but yeah.
That's
But
great.
yeah, man, this game dope as hell, like for real. And it's reminiscent of like that old art style too. I don't really got any complaints about this game. I mean, you can complete it in 2 hours, but But this shit's still fun as hell. Like to go back through it. It got every villain you can imagine too. You know, so it's very
Rocksteady and Bebop.
It got Rocksteady and Bebop.
Rocksteady and,
It got Baxter. It got Crane. It got Shredder. It got the ones for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Revenge of the Ooze. The turtle. No, the turtle and the wolf-like thing.
Oh,
I forgot their name. It got a lot of people, man. It got the Rat King. It's everybody in this bitch, man. Like
B.O.B.
Crazy, man.
2000 song.
Shout out to that game, man. It's very refreshing. You know, it brings me back to the time
Still in this.
arcades playing, or an arcade cabinet playing in either that game or the X-Men game.
Right.
Being Colossus and just beating up at the Hell of Sentinels, or like the Simpsons Brawler. I miss those days.
Arcades.
Google it. And then, you know, I was born late 80s, so I was like at the tail end of arcades.
Right.
We was definitely at the tail end, but we still experienced that shit. I remember the Terminator cabinet too.
Shit, what's the one game?
Reload. Time Crisis.
Shit.
Time Crisis, House of the Dead, like all that shit.
What's that one game? Need for Speed.
Cruising
USA.
Cruising USA.
Don't go to Dave and Buster's.
Bro,
what was the one on the snowmobile?
Oh, I got
when you actually got on the snowmobile.
Yeah.
And you go like, if you go like the Himalayan one, you see like the Yeti and shit in the background.
They had one for the for the speedboats too, though.
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, wave race.
Damn, man, video games used to be it. Arcades used
to be hit, bro.
All you go in that bitch with $20, you'll leave out that bitch a happy man.
Bro, I remember it's right across the street at the Dollar Theater, man. They had a good arcade.
Hell yeah, that was like the biggest. Man.
Yeah, that was big. That's one. Yeah, they had all that shit.
Big as fuck.
They had the Simpsons. They had
hella games in there, man.
House of the Dead, Time Crisis, and all that shit.
Hell yeah.
You gotta go out of town for that vintage shit now.
Mm-hmm.
I saw arcade.
Well, you gotta. I mean, you got, like you said, Dave and Buster's, Scene 75.
Quiet as
But like you're right, they don't not gonna have the vintage shit.
Right.
They not.
I went to this one little arcade shop in Atlanta, man. That shit was clean as fuck.
They got something out in Lakewood called 16-bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what all they have there.
My spot got the motherfucking games.
What spot? You ain't gonna say it.
Can't say it. But they got them on all 4 floors, bro. They got the combo, the Capcom combo game system where you can play all they little shit on one thing.
That's the thing. I never saw in person a Street Fighter cabinet, so I guess I was too late.
Really?
For that. Nope.
You never experienced Street Fighter
on arcade. I never seen it. I seen Mortal Kombat all the time.
Wow. Of course.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. What was it? Bloody Roar.
Bloody Roar.
What else you see on some fight shit? Mortal Kombat, Bloody Roar, Street Fighter,
Virtual Fighter.
Mortal Kombat, Virtual Fighter.
Was Tekken the arcade?
Tekken, yes.
Mm-hmm. It was arcade. I don't remember seeing that. I remember seeing Virtual Fighter, Mortal Kombat. I never saw a Street Fighter arcade cabinet. Never seen it.
Dang.
I don't think I did. I don't think I've never seen a Street Fighter arcade. I can't, or it could be tripping.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Joe, moral of the story?
Moral of the story. There's a level of hypocrisy that we just don't understand. They trying to pin us against each other, black men and black women. It's systematic. We have to stop falling for the trap and start to adapt. Bars.
Chuck, moral of the story?
Own that shit.
Own it. That was not my moral of the story.
That's yours?
No, it's not.
Whimsical.
Sensational.
Sensational.
Man, bruh. I'm about to feel sensational once I get up at 6 o'clock tomorrow night.
I feel you, bro.
Tomorrow night. Oh, ain't no grilling tomorrow then.
Yeah, right. Better have your daddy bring you some.
Ain't no grilling tomorrow, bitch.
I'm tripping it out. No, but for real. Moral of the story, man. I'm tired of repeating myself every other week, but
bring back black barbecue.
It's severely lacking in Cleveland.
Yes.
No, but no, seriously, man. We need to learn how to listen to everybody. Actually take into account what they saying, how they feeling, how they doing, and allow people to make choices. But before we make choices, educate ourselves on what could possibly happen from that choice that you're making. The world is not yours. It does not revolve around you.
Facts.
But together, it can be a better place.
Man, you just gave a whole sermon. Amen.
Facts.
For real, man. More of the story, man, like human decency.
Seriously.
Human rights, man. Like, for real. Like, let's protect them. Honestly. For real, let's protect our rights, man. We definitely got to stand up and speak more. And then we have, like, I don't want to say government sections just trying to take them away, but man,
facts, though.
Definitely, like, we got to do more for human rights, man. Don't let them take it away, man. And then police, man, stop being assholes.
For real.
At the end of the day, please stop being assholes.
Yeah, man. Seriously, man. At the end of the day, we don't want to have to do some involuntary relocation of your teeth.
Face to face.
More of the story also, let's have the correct terms for things, too.
Yeah, seriously.
Say things what they really are.
Stop it.
Cut the bullshit. Like, for real.
Name it up.
Like,
name of the episode.
And the thing about it, too, like, these people be like, oh, I hate politics or being politically correct. What the fuck you think you're doing on there? Just call it what it is.
Venting.
Right.
All right. Voluntary relocation. All right. Whatever. I mean, not whatever, but you get what I'm saying. But, man, black responsibly. We out, man. Enjoy your holiday. Hope you enjoy Juneteenth. Enjoy the rest of the summer, man. Stay safe out there, man.
10
Don't
seconds
stay
is
too
too long
close
for
to
a
the
firecracker.
fireworks. Yeah, it's too long. That's Dynamite dead. That's some TNT.
Why the coyote?
Those are explosives.
Those are explosive. Like, go far away
Right.
from that shit. Like, don't stand 5 feet away. Stand like 20, 30 feet.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
Black responsibility.
Black response. We out.